Welcome to another episode of Nerds to Men. I'm Brad Reed. Gog beside me.
And drinking some water.
And then Cameo is also to the right of Gog. I think which is, let's see, to the right. If you're watching on Facebook, he's to the left.
He's stage right of me.
To the left.
Stage right.
Yeah, so.
Everything you own.
Cameo's the really good-looking one.
Yes.
Gog is the really good-looking one, and I'm the least good-looking one.
He goes, best looking, and...
So bad.
No.
So bad.
I'm
Why
just joking
him?
around. Just kidding around,
You know
guys.
what, though? I've got a new attitude.
You got a new attitude.
Yeah. I've got a way of living my life right now, I think.
That's good.
Where I'm just going to be positive about everything
You're
from
gonna
now
live in
on.
the pause.
I'm going to be positive. I'm going to try. I mean, I'm 38 years old.
Hey, new year, new you.
That's right.
I need to lose some weight, you know. I really do, for health reasons. And also, I think if I just felt better about the way I looked, then I could go out and conquer life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
That's why I'm so successful in everything that I do.
So I'm also thinking about turning into a real life vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been looking into it. There's a few things that I'm like, I really want to bite into somebody and drink their blood. But
Do you have to get like a kit online? Is that how that works?
well, I don't know. I think I was just doing a little bit of research about, the real life vampire lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which is a blog and a podcast I'm going to start doing too.
Cool.
I've been looking into it, but I think what I need to find is I need to be like an apprentice. I need to find a vampire to show me the ways.
Show you the ropes.
And then,
But then you have to kill them.
well, no. They would turn me into a vampire.
Yeah. But then you have to kill them afterwards.
I don't think
to
I
absorb all of their powers. That's how it works. I
and
think.
eat them.
That's what it
Sorry,
sounds
vampire
like
teacher.
A vampire is eating you.
That reminds me of one of the Simpsons episodes, the Halloween, where Smithers is like a snake, and he's eating Mr. Burns, and he's like choking him down, but he's like, "I'm so sorry," and you can see him going through his snake body. It was really creepy.
That's funny.
Billy says no more garlic. I'd be fine by that because I think that's my calling in life.
I love garlic, though.
I've always loved
I do like
vampire
garlic.
movies and vampire books, and I think it's time to just dedicate my life to the vampire lifestyle.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. If that's who you feel
I really
like
don't
you're on
like the
inside.
sunlight.
I don't either.
I don't like to
don't
go
either.
outside, so
No.
maybe you guys might be into it too. Then I'd like to have
Superhuman
romantic
strength.
powers. Some of it's just a myth, though.
I think all of it is just a myth, but
No, I mean I would be really drinking blood.
Yep.
but I don't think you'd get anything out of it though.
You get iron, I guess.
Yeah, and a
maybe
bad
I'm
taste
just
in your
iron
mouth.
deficient.
And maybe AIDS.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you'd have to test.
Do vampires get AIDS?
No, well, if they're the undead vampire
Do they get-
or the lifestyle vampire.
Well, that doesn't count. I don't think.
Well, I think
That's
a
more like
lifestyle vampire can totally
that's a
get AIDS,
vampire
so they should be
enthusiast.
careful.
That's just a vampire enthusiast.
Yeah, an enthusiast. But I want to be a real life vampire, for real. So
Live forever with AIDS.
no AIDS, God. Why y'all bring me down? I said it was all well.
I mean, I just asked a question. I didn't know if vampires did get AIDS because they do suck on a lot of people.
Well,
Yeah.
if you ever saw the horrible
They suck on a lot of people.
if you ever saw the horrible sequel to Salem's Lot 2, they go back to Salem's Lot and all the vampires are eating cows because they don't want to get AIDS.
but they want mad cow
So
disease?
they're eating
Yeah.
cows. Yeah. Well, there wasn't no such thing as that back in the day, I don't think. Yeah. Hey, if you're listening, you're a vampire.
It's a dangerous world.
Be careful.
Yeah, and hey, if you have some, if you're a vampire out there and you have some advice for Brad for his new lifestyle choices, feel free to throw them into the comments section.
That'd be awesome.
Below.
That'd be awesome. So you guys won't ever be able to see me during the day anymore? I mean, I could go out during the day. I just don't want to.
You have to wear like a muumuu
Yeah.
or something like that.
Do you guys watch Preacher? Is anybody watching
beekeeper's
Preacher
outfit.
yet?
No.
There's a vampire on Preacher that's pretty badass,
Yeah.
actually.
Does he wear a beekeeper's outfit during the day?
No, he does not. But he does, he can, the sun does mess with him pretty bad, but he can wrap up.
Ah,
Cameo, I want to
Yep.
kind of throw something your way because tonight, it's Sunday night when we're recording this, Game of Thrones is going to be on a new episode, and I have converted you.
Oh, man.
You're all the way caught up, am I correct?
Yes. 3 long weeks.
Nothing but Game of Thrones.
Yeah. It's blessed your life, though, hasn't it?
I wouldn't say blessed. I mean,
Yes, it has.
No, man.
It's enriched your life in a way that you never knew possible.
it's crazy, man. I tell you what, that show is nuts.
It is crazy.
Nuts.
I love it. I love it. Gog, have you caught up yet?
No.
You're going to get caught up?
I watched the first episode and I was like, no thanks. And then I watched the 2 first episodes of this newest season, I think. The 2 or 3.
Right.
Because Shayla's watching them, so I watched them with her. I don't know. I don't think it's a thing. I don't think it's a thing I'm going to be able to get into.
Man, you're like in the 1%
I know.
of...
I know. I'm just, I like what I like. And that's not one of them.
You know what I didn't like?
What's that?
That some people are raving about, some people are, I think, they have the same opinion I do. I went and saw The Dark Tower the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't blown away by it.
Did you enjoy it?
I heard there was a lot of negative reviews surrounding it.
I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't hate it. I didn't see all the Easter eggs that a lot of Stephen King fans said were in the show, which, by the way, I kind of have an idea. And I talked to one of my buddies. His name is Chip. I asked him if he might want to come on the show because he's an avid Stephen King fan.
Okay.
But when it comes out, which is soon, I'd like to maybe do because there's a whole bunch of Stephen King stuff going on. There's Mr. Mercedes is a show somewheres. It is about to be remade. It has been remade. It's about to come out. Dark Tower's out. But back to Dark Tower. So we may do that soon, like a Stephen King.
Yeah, we could talk about his brother Burger.
Yeah. Burger King. Stupid. Stupid.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah. So there was a lot of Easter eggs in this movie, and he was telling me, my buddy Chip was telling me about some of them that, like Salem's Lot and all these tie-ins to the movie. But you should go watch it if you're a fan. But I think if you want to really enjoy it, you need to have read all the Dark Tower books because it's a sequel to all those books.
Oh.
Now, it's out there that's what it is, but I think it's been a little vague. Did any of you know that?
I didn't.
By your reaction,
I just assumed it was an adaptation. I really didn't even hear that much about the movie being made, and it didn't seem like they did a humongous advertising campaign.
There was some really good moments in the movie, but I just felt like it wasn't very fulfilling. It was a little hollow, I guess. I was expecting it to be like this epic Lord of the Rings type movie, but of course I didn't want it to be too much like Lord of the Rings, but in its own way. And probably, I think a lot of people have said to me, if it was rated R, like a hard R, we would have liked it better, but it does play out more of like a family type movie. It's The Dark Tower. I mean, I haven't finished The Gunslinger, which is the first book even. I've read about half of it. And it's kind of a hard book to me to read. And some Stephen King books,
not enough pictures.
Yeah. It's like that where I'll have to start like The Stand. I started The Stand over and over and finally got into it. And then I was sucked into it. Like I just had to read it over and over. Maybe this will be like that, but some of the things that people have told me about the series, which is that all the books, not all of them, but a lot of books get tied in. So if you're a Stephen King fan, you'll enjoy that part of it. If you're not, if you're just like you two who maybe didn't know about the Dark Tower series, really, I don't think you're going to like the movie that much. And that's what I was hoping, that it might be something that you would like either way.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I felt about it.
Was it a pee movie?
I needed to pee. I didn't, but there was like a couple of times where I'd have been like, I probably would have been okay if I'd have went and taken a pee. So it's a half a pee movie.
Half a pee.
I think it's a half a pee.
Maybe a little in your pants and then a little bit,
in the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
No, you shouldn't pee your pants during this movie.
Or any movie. For that matter.
I watched Ghost in the Shell the other day. Have you seen it yet?
How was it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you watch the anime?
Yeah, I mean a long time ago. So I mean, I'm not like an expert in it or a super fan, but I did like it and I liked the movie. I thought the movie was interesting. So I know that there was a lot of controversy with who they cast and all that, but I still thought the movie was good. I thought it was good.
Cool.
Did you guys ever see the old Flatliners?
No.
I watched the old one last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. Kevin Bacon, Kiefer Sutherland. It was directed by Joel Schumacher. It came out a couple years before The Lost Boys, the same director. Obviously, Kiefer Sutherland was in that movie too. So it had a lot of style. The end, though, I won't give away the end. I didn't really particularly love it, but they're remaking that one, and it's coming out here pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to that. It looks like the new one looks kind of like Flatliners and a little more towards, which is kind of like the old story, but a little more mixed with Final Destination. So I'm looking forward to those. A horror movie like that wouldn't really scare you that bad, would it, Cameo?
I don't know. I just don't really care for scary movies. Like, as a kid, I didn't mind it at all because I used to watch Child's Play all the time.
Yeah.
I just never got why they could never just whoop up on a doll.
Well, it had supernatural powers.
No, it didn't.
Well, it did.
I mean, it was just alive. That's what
They weren't like...
He wasn't like the Hulk and like was able to like pick you up.
I mean, he had supernatural powers. I don't know the extent of his strength, and neither do you.
But man, I remember that one part where he just jumps on the chick and goes, his head is like moving. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know what comes out next week?
What?
The Defenders.
Oh, yeah. Actually, technically it's this week, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess it is because it comes out Friday.
Yep.
Gog, you looking forward to The Defenders?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's watch the trailers. Looks pretty cool.
Pretty excited.
Do you think it's going to be better than Iron Fist?
I hope so, but I've been hearing horrible reviews.
Already?
Yes.
Really?
They say that they are fine alone, like in their own solo shows, but together they do not mesh well.
Wow. Some of the banter's kind of cheesy in
Have
the trailers.
It does seem cheesy.
Have they identified any weaknesses? Like, what's the weak spot in... You know what I'm saying? Is it...
Finn Jones.
Seriously? Again?
I'm just going to blame him because he had the worst season.
Well, I mean, he definitely didn't get the excitement up going into the Defenders, I didn't think, because I was hoping that the end of the Defenders would be a little more like lead up into what was... did I say the end of the Defenders? Woo, let me go all the way back.
All right.
I was hoping the end of Iron Fist would lead into the Defenders. That's what I was getting at. And,
well, technically, Daredevil Season 2 did.
Yeah.
Because they're bringing Elektra back, and she's going to be bad.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be more linear, I guess, going into the Defenders.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it was going so far. Jessica Jones was, once everything got finished with Daredevil, and that's where the storyline picked up for, like, Luke Cage, and then after Luke Cage, that's where Iron Fist, picked up. So,
right.
But yeah, like, it should have. I don't know why it didn't.
Yeah, it would have been cool, I think, if they would have had a little bit of maybe more of an intersection at the end of Luke Cage into Iron Fist. Because a lot of people were hoping for that anyway.
Yeah.
And then more of an intersection between Iron Fist and the Defenders, They bring them in at the very end of the season, have an episode or two where they have to team up, and then they move on to the bigger storyline.
Yeah. And Netflix, I got an idea for you. If you do these type of deals, like, do it what, like, the MCU does. Put something at the end of the last episode of the season that will tie in the next, chronological show that y'all are coming out with. Just a tip.
I agree. Just the tip.
Just a tip. You don't have to do after every episode. Just the final episode of the season.
Yep. Another thing that comes out, and I was going to ask you guys, we haven't even made plans, but tomorrow we should go to the movie theaters and check out Batman and Harley Quinn. This is the new animated movie that comes out. Actually, like I say, it comes out in the theater tomorrow, and then I believe you'll be able to rent it on pay-per-view Tuesday.
Cool.
So if you don't want to go to the theater, but, it's always cool to go see that kind of stuff on screen, I think. I went, like, even to Quail Springs not too long ago, a local mall that has a big theater. And this was a few years back. They had, like, the Lost Boys. They played around Halloween. And I think that theaters should do a little more stuff like that, where they have these events. Maybe it's something you've seen, but like that, around Halloween. That was cool. So...
Yeah, I saw this guy on Facebook post something about, I don't know where he is. It's one of like the Facebook groups that I'm in. He saw the 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie in the theater.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just like, oh, that's so awesome. I wish we would do something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
was it like a draft house or like a...
It kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
It kind of almost looked like the outside of a Tower Theater.
Over here.
Okay.
So... Because I could see those Draft House theaters doing something cool like that.
That would be kind of dope.
But anyway, they're doing the Batman
Draft House,
and Harley
come to
Quinn.
Oklahoma, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
please. And sponsor our show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Batman and Harley Quinn tomorrow night. Are you still looking forward to these animated movies, or you are?
Yeah, I am.
What about you, Gog?
Yeah,
Seems like the
I
last.
guess it depends on the specific subject matter.
Yeah.
Because some of them I have a harder time getting into. Some of them I enjoyed.
Well, the last couple I didn't like too much. There was the
Justice League Dark and
the Teen Titans. Yeah. So this one this one's going to be more of the style of the old animated series again.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I like that.
Stories by Bruce Timm, Batman and Nightwing. They're joining up to stop.
So this will be the.
Or actually, they're joining up with Harley Quinn.
This will be the mullet Nightwing, right? If it's the old animated series.
It maybe.
Oh snap!
Hopefully they didn't give him a haircut.
I hope not. Gotta love the mullet.
Kevin Conroy back as Batman.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my buddies. Oh, you know him, Andrew Ackright. He tagged me in a video of Kevin Conroy doing what is it?
Monologue from the
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And it was pretty chilling, dude. If you haven't seen it, you got to go check it out.
I thought I heard that the girl who's she's in Big Bang Theory, Howard's wife,
Kaylee Kuko or Kelly Kuko.
She's the one that has the higher pitched voice.
Yeah.
I think Melissa.
I know who you're talking about.
I don't remember, but anyway, I think she's the voice of Harley Quinn.
So they're not getting the original actress for Harley Quinn?
No, they did not.
Oh, that's stupid.
But I've heard her version, or whomever did this version of Harley Quinn. If I'm wrong about that, she did pretty good. I mean, I thought it sounded pretty legit. So I think it's going to be good.
Melissa Rauch.
Yeah, that's her.
Rauch.
That's her.
Melissa Ivy Rauch.
So they still have her listed as
Harley, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess
Ivy, Swamp Thing. It's interesting because some of these voice actors have done the voice of the Joker before, but they're doing different characters in this one.
Oh, right.
It's like this Kevin Michael Richardson did the voice of the Joker on The Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Series.
Yeah, that's right.
And I want to say, it looks like John DiMaggio is doing voice. Can't remember if he did the Joker at some point, but I want to say that he did. Or he does Bender from Futurama, but I think he may have done the Joker's voice at one point also.
Right on. So there's some nerd stuff going on in the next few weeks. If you are into the nerd shows or the nerd movies, or even I put sci-fi and horror into the nerd category too.
Yeah,
because I nerd out on it.
Yeah, and they have kind of those types of fan base that.
Yeah. When you go to Comic Cons, you'll see somebody dressed up as some sci-fi horror.
Have you seen
some sci-fi? What did you
horror?
Say? Dang it, cameo.
Sci-fi horror.
This is the people we are trying to
some sci-fi horror
make feel comfortable listening to our show. And
what about Jeepers Creepers 3?
Oh no,
is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. And there's a new Saw movie coming out, called Jigsaw.
I haven't seen the last couple Saw movies. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
there was also some rumor floating around about another Nightmare on Elm Street movie that's not going to be related to the last one that came out, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. This one would have the original Freddy, right?
I don't know.
I think
I'd be all right with that.
Yeah. So they're going away from child molester Freddy to just
child killer Freddy.
Child killer Freddy.
Yeah.
Dope. That's what they made the word dope for, cameo. I would look forward to another Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
I would always watch them. I didn't hate the last one.
When's there's another Halloween movie coming. It's not a Rob Zombie movie, but I know there's supposed to be another Halloween movie coming. I'd be interested to find that out. So we got an interview. We're going to play that.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't do that. We got an interview. We're going to play it, and we're going to sign off. We'll see you in a week or two.
Yeah, we can get together and talk about the Defendies.
Yeah, the Defenders, Harley Quinn, Batman and Harley Quinn. So
yeah. We'll have more.
Yeah.
We'll have more to talk about soon.
Yeah.
And the Game of Thrones.
All right, we are here with Rod and Andrew. They are with Nightfall Haunted Territory. This is Oklahoma City's newest haunted attraction. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you. We love it here. We fit right in with all the geeky
Do you?
Comic-Con people here.
So how did you guys put Nightfall Haunted Territory together?
As far as the name or the haunt itself?
The haunt itself. What made you want to get into doing something like this?
He and I had been trying to do this for the last 5 or so years, and every year we had found a place and then basically been screwed over by different ownership of different places and everything. It just, they backed out of it every time. It was someone different. It's a different reason every time. So we finally this year had came across, just by chance, I guess, the right person. This guy, his name's Kent Herzog, and he owns the Firework Warehouse out there off I-35 and 50th Street, and every October it turns into a Halloween store. So he came out and hit us up, and we just started talking for the last year about what we wanted to do, and it just meshed really well. So,
is there like a certain theme behind this attraction here?
We're going to have our classic horror characters that everyone's used to, but we're putting in some really cool things for the Hispanic culture. We actually have 2 folk tales that we're putting in that nobody's doing, La Llorona and El Cucuy.
Oh, Cucuy, I know
that. So, I mean, a lot of people don't know, but the culture, that they love it, and they'll adapt to what's going on, and hopefully, it's a big deal. But we're going to have a lot of the classic characters that you're used to, and we have scares that you haven't seen before. We come from different angles. It's not the basic stuff you go around the corner and you're going to, what's expecting.
Okay.
We're going to have a lot. We have a haunted house. We have a kids area as well, with bounce houses and hay mazes. We have a pumpkin patch. We have a Halloween store. It's just all 4-in-1 one-stop shop, basically. We're also going to have an area. We have a food truck and a beer truck with a big screen playing horror movies in front of fire pits and stuff. So when you're done with the hunt, you come hang out and
we're always asking ourselves, what's the worst thing about going out? It's always fun getting a bunch of friends together and going to a haunted house, but it's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, it's over, and you're like, what do we do now? Go to another one, spend another $20, $30. It's over after, there's no hangout really. So we're trying to create an environment that'd be cool to hang out with everybody afterwards.
We've had big parties at his house every year. We even build a big trail.
Yeah.
And I realize how much money is in this. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
And people love it. And there's not many to choose from here in Oklahoma City. So we have what it takes to make it. So I said, let's go all out and do it. And it's, the funny thing is, it's just me and Andrew doing it ourselves.
Oh, okay, sweet.
We're advertising, marketing, building, everything.
And we're financing the whole thing. So
wow.
It's just 2 guys with a dream, and it seems like it's coming true. We'll find out in September. So
I'm excited about it because I am a huge haunted house junkie.
Nice.
I mean, and every year, I'm looking for something new, something exciting. This whole deal, who will survive the night? I already am intrigued by it just looking at the flyer here. You guys start September 29th.
Yes, it's a Friday. First or last weekend in September, and we'll go through the whole month of October. And I promise you, these other places around, they're nice. They put a lot of money in their sets. Yeah. They put a lot of money into animatronics. I don't like animatronics. I want a real scare. I want a 6'5" guy actor that we're gonna scare people. I promise you that.
We definitely go a route to very organic scares, like the way it used to be. A lot of thought and not a lot of money put behind it necessarily in every scene, but just a lot of work and creativity we try to put into every scene.
Are you guys into horror movies?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite?
Oh, Halloween.
Halloween.
The original, 1978.
Mine's got to be the first original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Both of those are great answers.
How about you?
Mine would probably be Lost Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Nice answer.
Because I've seen it a million billion times, but Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I mean, those are way up there as well. Psycho, The Shining, stuff like that.
You'll be happy to know that we're building Bates Motel.
Inside.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
There'll
awesome.
be an entire scare for, you don't really see that in a haunt either.
Yeah, I've got the Bates house tattooed on my arm.
We're going to build a real facade of the Bates Motel. You're going to love it.
That's cool.
That's cool. I can't wait.
Definitely.
Yeah, I really don't do horror films.
Cameo, he's scared of everything.
Yeah,
well, that's why we have the kids area with the bounce houses and the pumpkin patch.
I don't. No,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I want y'all to guarantee that Cameo will pee his pants.
We will.
I'll wear my Depends.
We have porta potties set up just in case for those that
we're gonna have
scares.
People are gonna have to crawl through tunnels, fall in different kinds of interesting stuff. Yeah.
Don't give it all away.
Yeah.
We see that you said it starts September 29th. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
sweet,
sir.
sweet.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man, I can't, I might have to go check this out. I will wear some Depends that day just to see what's going on out here.
We'll give you guys the VIP treatment. You let us know when you're coming in front of the line.
I'll tell you what,
sweet.
when you hear like the loudest pitch screaming and you think, who's that lady in there screaming? It'll be Cameo.
It's a grown-ass man. That's what it is.
Awesome.
All right, we can't wait. We'll see you guys coming up when you guys get this going. Starts
shoot, 2
September
months.
29th,
Sir.
goes through October 31st. It's at 2820 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City.
It's just
1 mile east of Remington Park and the zoo.
And please check us out on Facebook, on the Nightfall Haunted Territory on Facebook, and like our page, please.
Will do. Nightfall Haunted Territory. Guys, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Respect.
we can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
This has been a Nerds to Men production. Subscribe today and check them out at nerdsdomen.com.